vortex. It just occurred to me that I don't think I've showed you any of my new posters. And I have a lot of them. I'm working on these posters right now. But, this is the one I told you about. If the world is an illusion, then delusion is the solution. Now, I really like these markers. They're a little bit pricier, but you can see why. See? Maybe you can't see. There it is. They're very, bold and bright, as they say. They are not lying in their advertising, unlike everything else in America. Crayola is the only reliable product. From my perspective. I'm sure you probably have a different perspective than me. But, let's see. I'm gonna finish that. Okay. I have a really bad habit of that. Like letting them dry out. You don't want to do that with expensive markers. By expensive, I just mean they're like $1 more. But they're totally worth it though. This is like my third box of these. But I really like what I do. I mean, sometimes it's cringe, but you gotta cringe before you get the stuff that's not gonna make you cringe, you know? And I think that's what it takes to be an artist. Just like, you know, when you're an athlete, you have to go through that pain. You have to suck at something before you can get better at it. I don't want to get better at keys. I just want to play the way I play them because it's fun. I don't want to be a real musician because that sounds boring. And I would hate to be a musician. That doesn't sound fun to me. To like play shows in a regimented way with other people. That sounds like a total nightmare. That's me though. That's me. You know I don't like people. Okay. So this one's about America. Aleister Crowley would be pleased. Alright? In case you don't know who that is. Renowned Satanist. Renowned Satanist from like the 1800s. Who infiltrated Freemasonry. And he's responsible for a lot of events that have occurred in our world. As of late. That's how dead people stay alive, okay? They live forever through the actions of the people that carry on what they instilled, okay? This one's also about America. You pay them to get it wrong. Okay, so that's what you do when you vote. That's what you do when you tweet. So literally, social media is just a bunch of sheep whining about how the elite do what the elite have always done. Okay? Now, this is really cool. I really, really like this. I fucked it up, too. I fucked it up. You'll see. It says, but the worms in my brain are always right. So I fucked up the S there. So I said, fuck that. I'm going to do it again. Okay. But the worms in my brain are never wrong. I just thought it was funny. It's a two-fer. It's a two-fer. You see? That's a two-fer. This is the one. This is the one. I'm gonna show you it really, really fast. I don't know like how strict YouTube is right now, but that's what it says. Okay. Did y'all read that? Okay. One more time. There you go. Okay. That's true. They do not work. But you know what's funny is that immediately after I did that poster, I got this fucking rash. Because I said to myself, you're going to be punished, Amy. You're going to be punished for doing that poster. And I don't know what demons were hanging around when I made that statement, but they did what they do best. And, I don't know. I was thinking, though, like, maybe they do work if the purpose is to make people sick. But they definitely don't do what the CDC or the FDA says that they do. So, anyway, moving on. Hopefully this video won't get taken down. But, I mean, I don't think they've been too strict about it lately. But there have been some statements that I've made that, too controversial for YouTube, apparently. But, yeah, this is my general sentiment towards this world. Too conscious to enjoy this. Not all the time. I have to mention that. I still enjoy a lot of stuff. I enjoy doing these videos. I enjoy doing these posters. I enjoy reading the Bible. I enjoy taking walks and talking to God. I enjoy dancing. I enjoy petting my cats. I enjoy, you know, spending time with Ronit some of the time. I enjoy some aspects of stand-up comedy. You know, but when it comes to American culture and Western society, I'm too conscious to enjoy this, yes. Because of this sentiment, quadruple fuck this world. I love it because it looks like Big Bird. This one's about me. Know your place in this world. I've always known my place in this world because I've always had schizophrenia. So I always knew that I was never going to have a family or be a conventional person. I didn't figure out that I was going to do stand-up till I turned 30. But immediately after I figured that out, it was like everything fell into place. And so, yeah. I definitely know my place in this world, which is why, you know, people hate me. People, if you know your place in this world, people will hate you that don't know their place in this world, you know? Just let you know, hating yourself ain't cool. Okay? This is devoted to white people, okay? I might add to that, I'm not sure. I might add some outline to that, or maybe I'll add another color, I'm not sure. This one's about gun control. It's also about drug use. Criminals don't care. I speak for myself here. Back when marijuana was way more illegal in the state of Tennessee, you best believe that I still bought it, still smoked it, still sold it, still cooked with it, still didn't give a fuck. Yeah, so can you imagine if you replace me with an actual criminal and you replace pot with a gun, okay? I really need to talk about this on stage because I think this actually would work. Because it's an accurate metaphor, and I also very strongly about this. I don't even like guns, but it's just absolutely ridiculous that people believe in gun control. They actually think that shit's gonna work. They don't know anything about the way that people actually are. So yeah, criminals don't give a fuck if they can't get a gun legally. They're probably gonna be able to figure it out. They're probably friends with black people, okay? Just to let you know. And even if they can't get a gun, I'm sure that they can still access Home Depot. And they can go to the power tools section. I don't even want to think about that. But, you know, my intrusive thoughts can't help but take over sometimes because our society is so stupid and they believe in policies that are not going to be the slightest bit effective because criminals don't care, okay? They really don't. Okay, this is very schizophrenic, but a lot of people just think it's narcissistic, which I could see that as well. Knowing yourself is knowing God. Yeah, it really is. That one's for the atheist too. Okay. This one is devoted to conservatives that try to shame people that believe in plants. You're also on drugs. Okay? If you're on social media, you're on drugs, so shut the fuck up. Okay? This is devoted to people that obsess about the Matrix. All these people have iPhones, which is why I stress you are the Matrix. So the Matrix wouldn't be functioning without your participation in it. So you can keep pretending that you're not doing that, but you are when you bitch about it. Now I realize that I'm essentially doing the same thing, but this is a poster. Okay, this is a poster, and this is an expression of a feeling that I have, rather than I'm giving in to what the elite want me to do and constantly putting my stupid thoughts out into the world on a social networking site that's run by pedophiles that don't give a fuck about our society, and they're just exploiting us, and they're exploiting our psychological deficiencies and our need for validation and our need to be right and our need to feel important and all that shit. So yeah, I think a lot of these people, especially, you know, the red pill people, you know, that's why I did the red in the outline, because yeah, I really can't stand those sexist shit, because they're total hypocrites and they have no idea that like everything that they do is like totally counterintuitive to what they talk about. But whatever, man. Whatever. The victim mentality begets narcissism. Yes, this is very true. I can tell you from my own personal experience. This is very, very true. Anytime that I saw myself as a victim, it made me narcissistic. And I mean, I'm sure you see that here. I'm sure you see that with the stuff that I talk about, the things that I regularly bitch about in relation to America, but just the system in general and the sheep and presidents and, you know, celebrity culture and all that shit. Yeah, I definitely sound like a narcissist when I talk about this stuff because, you know, I am passionate about it, but it makes me angry. But yeah, when you see yourself as a victim or you see other people as victims, you definitely are susceptible to falling into this trap of the victim mentality, and then the narcissist mindset of, you know, I know what's better for everybody, and so I guess maybe I'm calling myself out as well. Now this one is one of my favorites, because I realized I hadn't done a Donald Trump poster in a while. Donald Trump is a magician. This is probably the most accurate statement that anybody could make about him. And don't take my word for it. Marina Abramovic said the same fucking shit. Tell that to those QAnon motherfuckers. So, yeah. He's managed to convince two oppositional parties two completely different narratives about what he's doing. He's amazing. I mean, don't get me wrong, I think he's amazing, and I think he's funny and entertaining and all that, but he's a fucking magician, which is why I didn't vote for him this time. I voted for him in the last election because I knew the last election was going to be rigged. So mainly, I voted just out of spite. But this past election, I couldn't in good conscience vote. So I just veered away from the ballots, only to be scolded by people on both sides. Which just proves my point that they're both the same. Okay. This is about psychiatric medication, okay? Don't you love how I'm explaining everything? Change your diet, change your mind. Okay, when you start to pay attention to the crap that you eat and you stop eating total garbage, you stop feeling like garbage and you stop having a lot of negative symptoms of, you know, genetically modified crap and spikes in your glucose and shit like that. So, not to say you can't ever eat shitty ass food. I mean, you know, we live in America, so it's almost impossible to get anything clean. But, you know, you can always fast. Fasting is really good. But, yeah, it's amazing, though, how just eliminating, especially sugar, if you eliminate sugar from your diet as much as you possibly can, you'd be amazed as to how much that will improve your mood. So, anyway, a lot of people don't want to do that, but they want to be on pills for the rest of their life. You'll never make any sense to me. Okay. I love this one too. This is another offensive one. Maybe this one will get me kicked off. I don't think so. The rumors are true. It's the Jews. Okay, it is. It's the Jews. It's the Jews. Ronit loved that poster, by the way. And she agreed with it. She said, yes, we run everything. Don't fuck with us. I might have shown you this already. Actually, I think I have shown you some of these. The stimulation rhymes with simulation. Very true. Whatever stimulates your brain will very easily brainwash you just the same. So, if you're not paying any attention, that is. And I know I've shown you this one. Life is hard. I might add to that too, because I don't really like that. The colors, I don't like the colors, but maybe that actually works because of the message. I'm not sure. This one, I just love this poster so much. Gimp rhymes with simp. Okay, this is another two-fer. Simp rhymes with gimp. Okay. Don't you love that shit? I'm just amazing. Okay, moving on. I don't really know how I feel about this. I think this is kind of ridiculous, but this is another schizophrenic poster. Delusion, confidence, and an unpopular opinion. Okay? Story of my life. It's your responsibility to be fair. Okay? This one's about equality. Because a lot of people talk about equality and they talk about policies and we've had a lot of policies in this country, such as the Civil Rights Act of 1964, that prohibit businesses from being able to discriminate. Okay? If a business does discriminate, they're liable to like a massive lawsuit because it's like a civil rights violation or whatever. That's like they'll take that shit straight to the Supreme Court. So it's really not even worth it for the employer to do that. You know, it doesn't matter how much they might dislike somebody. If they don't hire somebody based off of something related to their identity, they're liable for lawsuits. So why the fuck would they do that? But anyway, a lot of people will talk about systemic racism and shit like that. I mean, that actually is true in relation to the you know, white men, especially in relation to college campuses. Now, I'll be honest with you, I don't give a fuck about college campuses. I would tell the same thing to white men that I say to white women. Don't go to college. But a lot of them are bitching about how, oh, well, I got turned down because I'm a white man. Thank your lucky stars if you're not going to college, okay? But anyway, it's your responsibility to be fair. You can't expect the world to be fair. So, that's kind of my response to like the racist thing when people, oh shit, there they go. So like that's why I don't agree with policies that promise us equality or anything. Like I don't agree with policy change because I don't think that things will change. If it's always to make things so much worse. So the whole purpose of equality, this bogus idea that we've been sold for the past several decades was really for the past century because of women's rights. The whole purpose of that was just to drag the wages down and put us in this financial bind that like so many people are in this country right now. So that, you know, it's not just one person that's the breadwinner. Preferably the man, right? But yeah, now you got to have both parents working. And that's all because of equality. That's all because of women. Women ruined it for everybody. Really, though, immigration, too. Immigration has a lot to do with that. But yeah, it's your responsibility to be fair. Stop expecting anything from this world. Maybe I should write that on a poster, too. Oh, yeah, I love this. The rebel means well. So true. So true. That poster is devoted to Paul Westerberg. They are lying. This is another schizo poster. Do you like that? How they was in quotations. I like that. I like that a lot. Know your head. That's another anti-psychiatry poster. Maybe I showed you this already. I think I have. Maybe. Okay, I'll just keep going because I don't have many left. You're not missing the point, you're proving the point. That's about women and men that act just like them. So men on the internet, the screen is sorcery. So true. So true. I think I'm getting way more creative with the way that I do these posters. That's my favorite thing about it is like I don't know like where I'm gonna take it until I take it somewhere. No, that's cool. The internet is very creepy. I know I've shown you that one. Make the mistake work. See, this was a mistake, but I made it work. Get it? Be your own best friend. This is life advice for everybody, okay? I don't know why people expect their spouse to be their best friend. I understand, like, from a, like, you guys make decisions together and you guys, you know, you're raising a family together, or maybe you're not, maybe you're a dink. Such a fucking psychop. So many of these things are so obviously psychops, but not to people on the internet. They soak that shit up. Yeah, I think it's possible to like be best friends with somebody without like kowtowing to them. You know, like a lot of people think it's really gay to say like my wife's my best friend or whatever. But it's like you kind of sort of want her to be your friend, right? But I get their point, but I also think that you should have like an amicable relationship. It shouldn't be this you know, slave master relationship that people insist upon. Whatever, man. Whatever works for you. I'm just gonna keep being my own best friend. How about that? I'll stay out of your life. Self-awareness is personal empowerment. That's so true. This is from Psalm 2. Why do the heathen rage and the people imagine a vain thing? Because the world is very stupid, Lord. The world is very stupid. Yeah. I think this is like kind of stupid, but it's also kind of funny. Good drugs heal you, bad drugs trick you. So I did crosses for that, and then I did the RX symbol, the pharmaceutical symbol for that. But yeah, I'm pretty sure I showed y'all some of those last ones already, but forgive me. Forgive me for forgetting. We forget because we do drugs, okay? Also, we live in America, so short-term memory is just not a thing anymore. But yeah, I really am gonna, like, when I get over this, hopefully soon, I think I'm really gonna try to, like, not do drugs for a minute. Just so, see, I want to read. I want to, like, force myself to read books, and I'm not gonna do that if I do drugs. It's one or the other. I know that about myself. So, it's not because I think that, drugs are bad or anything. It's just, I'm just kind of sick of it, and I just want to see what else life has to offer me, and I want to see what I can offer myself if I'm not high. But, you know, clearly, like, right now, I'm in a lot of pain, so that's why. I think that there have definitely been times where I haven't been in a lot of pain, and I just do it kind of out of habit or whatever. I want to get out of the habit of the habit. Does that make sense? Okay, it's almost 4 o'clock. I mean, of all habits to have, I feel like it's nowhere near as bad as other ones that I could have. But at the same time, like, I want to keep moving forward. I don't want to just stay stagnant. I don't want to be stuck in some rut of self-justification. And I know myself pretty well, as you've probably already gathered. So if I'm not doing what I'm supposed to do, like, I feel guilty about it, and I can't really enjoy what I'm trying to enjoy anyway, so there's really no point. But yeah, I don't think people should ever feel guilty about doing stuff if it helps them in any kind of way. It doesn't matter what the world says about it. It doesn't matter what your parents say about it. It doesn't matter what, like, other people that don't have to be you have to say about it. You know, if you're not actually hurting anybody. But, you know, drugs do hurt your brain, though. They hurt your brain, they hurt your ability to function, they hurt your ability to pay bills. Luckily, we don't have those issues, because, I mean, if anything, drugs help me pay my bills. Drugs help me, like, get my shit together, because I had to figure out a way to be responsibly irresponsible, you know? Like, well, I have to be able to afford this bag of dope, so I gotta pay my bills first, you know? I know that sounds terrible, but I'm sure many people in the vortex can relate to that. And if it's not drugs, I'm sure it's something else you're wasting your money on, right? But that's the thing, it doesn't feel like a waste, because it's like I'm getting something out of it. If I feel like there's some sort of philosophy, like, there are things that I'm figuring out about myself, questions that I'm asking myself, and, like, I'm having this therapy session every day, then, you know, why is it wrong? But, I mean, I can still have it. I'm going to have that therapy session no matter what, because you know us.